Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an announcement video. If you're wondering why I'm talking slowly and seem slightly shallow-breathed, it's because I am. Okay. The reason why I haven't uploaded in over a week, in fact I was planning to upload on Friday, a week ago, whenever this gets uploaded, Friday the 20-something of March, 27th I think. But on Friday I was on my bike and I went over the handlebars and I didn't break anything. Okay, just went over the handlebars, landed on the floor. I was going 25 miles an hour. If you think in a car that's reasonably fast, on a bike, not a motorbike, on a push bike, that's frickin' fast, okay? Went over the handlebars, and yeah, I was at, got some cracked ribs here, and a broken shoulder or something like that. I basically landed on my left side, and my helmet, luckily I was wearing a helmet, always wear a helmet. Didn't have a helmet, I would be dead, pretty much. And basically the visor, you get those black... Yeah? Yes! Uncut vlogs. So yeah, basically it's the little peak thing. My helmet, here, the very front of the helmet, and that, I think, hit the ground, because the visor just flew off. It flew. And I tilted my body, so I was kind of like, oh, and landed. Do I still have a scratch here? Yeah, I think I have a couple of marks there. I can see my face is reasonably okay. So my shoulder was hurting, my elbow was hurting a bit, my hip was hurting, but my ribs were really hurting, and I was really kind of struggling to breathe, so I was just like, oh, okay. And after a few minutes, I was just like, okay, this isn't wind. I thought it would be wind, when you get winded, you're like, one sec, got a hair on my mic. Answer. And so I was like, I'm going to phone an ambulance. First time I've ever phoned an ambulance. And they eventually came, and I was shaking. I don't know why I was shaking. I wasn't cold or anything. I wasn't scared. But my body was just reacting to what just happened. So I get in the ambulance, and we drive to the hospital, and they're just like, really not sure what it is, so we'll just get you checked up in the hospital. And I could walk, but very slowly and steadily, because I was in a lot of pain. Go to the hospital, I was on the wheelie stretcher at that time, and then they transferred me over to a hospital wheelie stretcher, not the one from the ambulance. And also my hair's really funny, by the way, because I just had it washed. Today has been the first day I've been able to get it washed in a week, and you'll know why in a minute. And so yeah, I was just waiting in effectively room where patients who have come in from ambulances wait if they're not in a critical condition, or if anything that's happened to them isn't actually visible on the outside or something like that. And so they come and check my blood pressure, and they're like, yeah, it's okay. Then they come and then I start to go pale. I think this is what happened. I started to go pale, they checked it again, and it dropped like that. Literally it dropped. So loads and loads and loads of doctors and anaesthetists, how you say them, loads of people literally ran into the room I was in, and then they took me into the resuscitation unit. So what the hell am I doing in resuscitation? The whole time I was happy, not happy, sorry. I was just like, oh great, this is going a bit fun, but they were really amazing and everything. And then they basically stuck 1 million needles in me and injected stuff into me and put an oxygen mask on me. I was like, oh my god, what is going on? So I hope I don't pass out and they have to frickin' get defibrillators and brrr. Yeah, that wouldn't be fun. So I was like, okay. Then after a while, my dad got to the hospital. I was like, hey, because the doctor phoned him because my phone was in my pocket. Yeah. And then I went for a scan, not an X-ray, like a internal scan. I was like, broken my ribs. What am I doing here? I couldn't feel any broken ribs. And then they said to me, unfortunately, you've ruptured your spleen, so you're going to have an operation. I was like, ooh, spleen. I didn't really recognise the name spleen. It's weird. Your spleen is just under your pectorals, so where your chest is effectively. So your chest's here. The spleen is effectively here, and it's quite big. It's like the size of your stomach. It's like there. You can see that, yeah? So I went in for an operation, and it was a successful operation. They removed my spleen, and then a few hours after the operation, I was doing well, and then suddenly I went pale again, and my blood pressure dropped, and I started going like, ugh. And so I was rushed back into theatre, had to have another operation, and I also lost 3 litres of blood out of the 4 to 5 litres humans have. I lost 3 litres.